This is actually from the checklist for week number 4. And I just want to let you know that on Wednesday you're taking the test. So you have an option that you can take the test either before class, starting at 9, from 9 to 10:30. And I will be monitoring my email and Teams. Or you can take it between 8 and 9:30 in the evening. Either way, it doesn't matter when you take it. I will be monitoring my email and my Teams app about between 9 and 10:30 in the morning, and again between 8 and 9:30 at night when you're taking the test. So if you come with any issues or anything, let me know. Regardless of when you decide to take the test, I'm not going to talk about the test when we have class at 10:30 on Wednesday. At 10:30 in the morning on Wednesday, what we'll do is we're going to start talking about completing the square and solving quadratic equations and stuff like that. So I would like for you to take the test before class starts, so that way you can concentrate on new material. Otherwise, if you decide to wait till at nighttime, that's, like I said, we know our schedules do not allow us sometimes to do what we want to do at 9 in the morning. But if you take it in the evening, you still need to come in at 10:30 so that we can talk about completing the square and when solving quadratic equations. So what I do want to make sure that you do, I will have a link here that will have the document guide. I'm going to show you the document guide right now. I thought I had already put the link in here, but I will make sure the link will be here, as well as that you'll need to upload the Test 2 worked questions as well. So that will also be a link so that you can do that. And let's talk about on Wednesday. So you'll see it here. I have the document guide. I have the test, the link to the test, and then a link to where you can upload the work. When we go to the test guide, I'm going to show you that. That should be a PDF that you can print out. Again, it just has the reminders of what you need to do for test number 2 and how I'm going to grade it. So notice, I'm telling you right now, number 1 and number 2 are going to be questions about parent functions. So it's going to show you a parent function, and then you have to sit there and tell it all the information. I think I show you a graph of a parent function, and I'll say, this is a graph of a parent function. Complete the following information. And there's nowhere that you can do that on D2L, on the test. You actually have to do it on paper. You don't have to do it in this little tablet like this. I just did it like this so that way it's less room on my paper. But so number 1 and number 2, I'm telling you right now, is about parent functions and their characteristics. Domain, range, even, odd, neither, continuous, that kind of stuff. Then we're going to go down to number 6, and then you're going to actually have to graph an equation. And I will give you 3 equations, and I will say, choose one of the following to graph on your paper. Make sure you write the equation that you're going to graph, and then graph it. And again, that happens again at number 12. Number 6, it's going to be shifted left, right, up or down, or reflected with the negative. Okay, I'm going to tell you that right now. And number 12 is going to have the shifting left, right, up, down, as well as that multiplier. Okay, as well as that multiplier. So I'm just telling you now that that's the reason why the homework number 18 is a really good exercise to do by hand, because I'm asking you to do the same thing on the test. Notice for some of these problems up here, it says take the problem, show your work, as well as answering it on my math lab. The same thing as some of them just say answer on my math lab. So the ones that say answer on my math lab, there's no partial credit. It's either right or wrong. The good news is those are worth less points. Okay, if they have state your work, and you'll have the same problem, the same situation as we did in the last test, where a little window will pop up and say you need to make sure you show your work on paper and turn it in. So then the last thing I want to mention is that the last question will be an honor statement and the extra credit. And I'm telling you right now what the extra credit is. Okay, the extra credit will be making sure that you know how to graph a line that's going through a particular point and that has a particular slope. So when you get your last question on the test, it's going to say, make sure you write the honor statement here in my math lab, and then on paper, finish the extra credit. And it's going to tell you, graph a line, passing through, and it'll give you a point. And it'll say it has a slope of whatever. So I just want you to show me that you can graph a line given a point and a slope. And I will tell you this, I picked these questions from the last test where we didn't do so well. So this is our chance to get to either make sure we know it really well or make sure we learn it again. So for the first question for extra credit, your job is to graph a line through a given point with a given slope. And then the second one is just to write an equation of a line perpendicular to a given line going through a point. So that was the same question we had on test number 1.